is go cry in a corner and pray to God that I wasn't going to get demolished. Because usually what happens is I don't use OU Pokemon when I make my fire team, so that means no Charizard Y for setting up Drought. Guess who I have to set up Drought with? Torkoal. Man. Torkoal is my defensive wall. He has Drought. He's got Stealth Rock. He's got Will-O-Wisp. Clear Smog is basically like Roar. It eliminates stat changes. So he'll be good to switch in on like Cloisters or something like that. As stupid as it sounds. And then Lava Plume is very nice. It makes you have a 30% chance of burning. So if you're going to have a special attack, you might as well have that. And look at its defense. That's a lot of green. So that's my defensive wall. We'll talk about my special defensive wall first, too. I have Flareon, which you're like, oh my god, you're using Flareon. Don't you bash that thing as like the worst EVA evolution? No. I think Leafeon and Glaceon are worse now. But Flareon is my special wall. It has Wish, Toxic, Body Slam, and Roar. I can explain each one of those. Toxic is for status effect. You always got to have one for that. Wish kind of gives you more HP, more utility for Mr. Flareon. Body Slam is a 30% chance of paralyzation. It's the only reason I have it. And I already have enough fire moves on everybody else, so it's whatever. And then Roar just switches people out who are trying to set up on me. And then let's talk about... we'll go to Turtnator last. Talonflame. Used to be like the premier fire type Pokemon in the game. I think in Gen 6. I don't even know what gen it was released in. It could be 5 or 6. But this was like the OP Pokemon. It's all because of its special ability, or its ability, is Gale Wings. It used to give flying moves priority anytime at all. I think they nerfed it to it's only when you're full HP. So, yeah, Talonflame was a real terror in Gen 6. Because you could just Brave Bird at full HP, or you could Brave Bird or something like that, or Acrobatics or whatever, and they couldn't stop you because you would have priority. That is not the case. Talonflame has fallen from grace. He's 4 times weak to Stealth Rock. Sucks balls. His move list, in case you haven't seen me having Steel Wing on my fucking move pool, his move pool is atrocious. It is fucking awful. He's got Brave Bird and Flare Blitz. So this thing's gonna die like instantly. I need him to come in, hit things hard, and then get the fuck out. That's if he can. He's probably just gonna die anyway. So that's Talonflame's shtick on my team. He's really fast. So he's my revenge killer. And that's why Steel Wing is very useful, because at least I can hit more things. Volcanion is there so I can have a switch in for water. He's got water absorb. It's really handy. Normally I wouldn't put like a legendary, in quotation marks, on my team. I needed one. This time I needed one. For fire type, I kind of like gave myself this guy. Sludge Bomb hits fairies. Steam Eruption's a very good move. It's his own unique move. Hidden Power Ice is for coverage, and Earth Power. I don't think I have a fire move on this guy. It's not a problem. Maybe I should, instead of Hidden Power Ice or Sludge Bomb. We'll do this. We'll do Overheat. Okay. So he just hits hard. Okay. Anyway. Next, we have... He's not Uber. He is actually Volcanion, surprisingly. He looks intimidating, but he's actually UU. That's why a lot of the bread and butter fire types are pretty good, but Volcanion is not Uber. He's not OU. He is UU. I know it's shocking to a lot of people. His stats are pretty poorly. Look how spread out his stats are. That's probably why. He has like Master of None. So that's probably he's really fucking slow. You can't really do too much with him. And then Infernape actually has pretty good special attack, so you can actually mask yourself behind a special attacker, or you can mask yourself under a physical attacker. Most things when they see this flaming monkey, they're like, "Ooh, this guy's gonna punch the lights out of me." He's actually could be a special attacker. I've seen scarfs, I've seen choice items on this guy, I've seen life orbs, I've seen defensive Infernapes. Infernape's one of my favorite Pokemon at least of Gen 4 by far. I think he's in my top 6 for Gen 4. If I had a team, I'd probably make him. He's my favorite starter. Fun fact for anybody who is going to care about that. He's my favorite starter of any game. If I had to pick like a starter from any gen, it would be Infernape. I think it might be biased because I really like Diamond and Pearl, but I think Inferno is baller, and he's cooler than any firefighting Pokemon that has been released. People would be like, well, my Blaziken. Well, have fun playing Ubers. So we'll talk about him. I made him have Iron Fist and just Mach Punch, Fire Punch and Thunder Punch and just Earthquake. I wish he could learn Ice Punch. I don't have an ice move on this team actually, which is gonna be pretty problematic, but I should be all right. That's probably why I want to hit Power Ice. That's why I think getting rid of Sludge Bomb is, who cares? All right. And here's the gimmicky guy. Here, if you wanted some gimmicks, we got some gimmicks for you. Sorry, I had a little sneeze coming about. Here's my gimmick Pokemon of the set. If you're running a theme team, usually you have like one gimmicky kind of Pokemon on it. Or like, I don't know. Just, you can say I'm like on crack. You can say anything. You can bash me for this. I don't give a shit. I decided to have some fun with Turtnator. Turtnator. So Turtnator is going to be Shell Smash. He's slow. He's got 30 base speed, which is probably one of the slowest in the games for a fully evolved Pokemon. He is running like he has molasses glued to him, and then he's also like being like held back by an iron 3-ton car or something like that. So he's slow. And if you didn't catch it by my analogy, hopefully you just know that he's just fucking slow. So Shell Smash is going to be hard to use, but I'm going to try using it. And everybody always sees defensive Turtnators, so why the fuck not would I try doing something crazy? I'm probably going to lose a lot anyway, so I might as well just try to, you know, throw people off balance. He's got Dragon Pulse, he's got Flash Cannon, so fairies don't wall him off completely, and then he's just got Fire Blast. Hit hard, hit fast, hit fast. Fast and Turtnator in the same sentence. Oh boy. So yeah, I actually have leftovers on him just so he can like soak a hit when he comes in. And people are like, oh, he's a defensive wall. Maybe I won't, like, you know, I'll switch something in and I get a free Shell Smash. So here's hoping. I hope they switch like a Tapu in or something like that. And then that'd be really nice. That's my team, though. So if you're wondering why I don't use Charizard or Volcarona or Marowak or Heatran, you're probably watching the wrong stream. That is not my kind of style. I try to use not the most OU of OU Pokemon for my team. I try to use Pokemon that A, I like, or B, that are underrepresented. Flareon definitely qualifies for that. Flareon of all things, if you see it on my team, there you go. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. So I could use like an OP team. I could have Charizard as my fire guy in terms of getting Drought up, and I think I could actually win more matches by doing that really easily. Because if people don't have the right setup against you, you actually fuck them over. But I don't. So it's going to be a tough fight for me to grab wins in OU, but I'm definitely going to try it. So just bear with me. This could be hard. Because if I run into Greninja, I pretty much instantly lose. We'll go over some OU Pokemon that are actually just going to fuck me over. Why not? So OU Pokemon that if I run into, I instantly lose. Real quick. So you can kind of just see what I'm saying. Other fire Pokemon. Charizard and Charizard X and Charizard Y. I would probably lose if I ran into them. Same with Volcarona. Dragonite's going to be a problem too. Because I don't really have a good ice move. Dragonite's a problem. Heatran's a problem. Gyarados Mega's a problem. Landorus is a fucking huge problem. So other fires are really problematic. If I run into a Pelipper at all, game's over. I lose. If I run into a Greninja, game's probably over. I have some tricks that I could do, but for the most part, it's going to be really hard. Toxapeck, game's going to be really hard. For the most part, that covers it. I think Zygardes are really annoying for me too. So let's get going. I will read chat real quick before I make sure I'm not missing anything. Because once I start doing these, I usually try to make it so it's video friendly. So I